Hello, I'm Tony, and this is a blast from the past, as we are looking at Quake, the legendary first-person shooting game currently free from Prime Gaming until the end of December 2022. Confusingly though, it is via the Epic Games Store, so you will need one of their accounts if you want to get this one for free. I wasn't sure if I needed to write a review for this one, since I think it's so well known, but decided to in the interest of completeness really. I'll make it quick. For those that don't know, it was a follow-up to Doom. It improved the graphics, and so the graphical nature of the violence, which got it into a bit of trouble, and allowed you to fight against others via local network, which was a really big deal, since it was pretty much the first time I can remember any game letting you do this. If you had a few PCs and a router, you had arena combat. There were a lot of schools, unis and work computers being commandeered for this during that time. The Quake that's being given away now is the original one, plus 3 expansions, which add new campaigns, though I believe each are a little bit smaller than the original game. That's still a whole bunch more Quake for us to play though. So our question is, how does it hold up? This is a tricky one to judge. If you look at something like Doom Eternal, Quake obviously suffers in the graphics and sound departments. Both of them are far more basic, although they do the job pretty well, because movement and aiming is really smooth. At least it was for me on the mouse and keyboard. I tried it on a controller and it was a way worse experience. The aiming was really slow and inaccurate. There are a whole bunch of options that set things like sensitivity, auto aim and the like, so it's possible that tinkering with these will give you a better experience on the controller. But the mouse and keyboard work nicely straight away, and that's how I used to play the game, so that's what I used. It was good fun. I played on the normal mode. There's an easier or harder mode that you can select by jumping through an appropriate and very well signed portal, and it was a good challenge for my skill level. I do think the extra expansions are a little bit tougher, since they have a lot more enemies at one time. They never felt unfair, and a couple of tries would normally get me through these areas. Adding to the feeling of fairness is a save load feature that you can use at basically any time, so any particularly difficult parts of a level are much more manageable when you don't need to redo the whole level again. I'm not sure about this, because it was a long time ago I played Quake, but I think that the whole slew of accessibility, gameplay and input options are new to this tweaked version, which is great. The multiplayer option has also been improved from just local LAN play up to being able to play online via Bethesda.net. So you can play against people you don't know and can't see now. So much better. The biggest difference between Quake and something like Doom Eternal, I think, is the level of complexity. Quake is simple. You have a bunch of weapons that you acquire as you play through the game. You collect ammo, armour and health packs, and there's occasionally a hazmat suit for getting through otherwise deadly areas. Shoot the enemies, keep an eye out for secret areas, and keep shooting the enemies. That's about it really. You don't have to think about glory kills to restore health, different weapons needed to gain health or armour or ammo from enemies, depending on your needs. There's no double jumping, no real enemy mechanics, and no storyline or cutscenes. It's a pretty pure shooting experience, which I do think will still appeal to people, because it's really fun, it's really satisfying playing through it. I can understand someone missing the more involved experience you have when you have more to think about as you rampage through a horde of demonic foes. So this simplicity can be for some a definite disadvantage to this game. I do recommend picking this one up though. It is a classic game for very good reason. And even if you lean towards the better presentation of new first person shooter games, it might be fun to have a little bit of a dip into history, to kind of give you an idea of where it all started. And as I said before, it's still fun. Okay, that's all from me I think. I said it would be quick. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.